Both ready. I'll give you guys the countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You go and you hit those reset buttons, and here we are. Welcome everyone. We're back with these two wonderful fellas again. I'm sure you quite remember them from a couple minutes ago. But yeah, this time it's a different hack. It's a very phenomenal hack, I would say. It's that's what it's called. It's called Phenomena. Whoops. Yes, that bit of a history with this hack. Quite the phenomenal history, if you might some say so. But I've said the word phenomena enough. But regardless, it's a long history with this hack. It's a long history with something called Project 74, which, if you guys aren't familiar with the original hack, one of the first ever hacks of SM64 called SM74, Super Mario 74 by Lord. It's quite up there in age. I think it's like more than 10 years old at this point, and so Project 74 aimed to at least modernize some of SM74's unmodern properties, I suppose. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, this is one of the rougher stars on Phoenix's end. This is actually really hard. But yeah, this is from a project called Project 74 that, again, aimed to like improve SM74 as a hack. And truth be told, this hack isn't actually the main result of that project. What ended up happening is, after some time, I don't know how long it took or the internal specifics of what happened in that project, I guess AgLab just got fed up by the lack of progress in Project 74 and said, all right, you guys, we're just gonna have to clutch up. We're gonna have to release something. And they released a hack called Serene Fusion. It's not this hack, it's a different hack. It's one of the highest rated hacks on, I believe, SM64 ROM hacks and ROMhacking.com.
Yeah.
With 80 stars. And all really nice levels, all very creative stuff. But you know, it's a long project. It took a long time to complete. I don't know, like 5, 6 years. Again, don't quote me on that, but... Oh, really? Is that actually what happened? Yeah. Good to know that Aguilar's in chat for them to correct stuff. But again, in short, like how this hack happened is, well, Serene Fusion was done, but some people had like level models from the project that they didn't get to use in Serene Fusion, for various reasons.
Yeah.
And what happened to those level models is, you're seeing them right now. This is what happens when you have leftover stuff from a huge project and you don't know what to do with them. You make another project out of them.
Yeah.
And here we have Phenomena,
And
which is, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and I think to fill in a little bit, I think part of this hack was also intended by Toaster to be like one of those like have some other people to gather a few people in a ROM hacking project together and just make whatever out of it, and it just kind of culminated into also being about like some of the leftover models as well.
Oh, was that actually like his plan, just to get a bunch of people for extra stuff? That makes sense, yeah.
Just to see what you can make, and I was practically involved in like the last like couple weeks or so of development.
Oh, you did have. All right. Oh my god, it's been a while since I've like checked on this game, but yeah, you do have a level in this, right?
Yeah, Bowser 3.
The Bowser level, right. So yeah.
And I essentially just made a Bowser level because I looked at the game and thought it was weird that it didn't have one. And I thought I'd just make one just real quick.
You know, it worked. If you just wanted to put a Bowser level in a hack, it did its job. Some other things to say about that level, but we'll get into that later. You know,
Yeah.
at the literal end of the run, because the end of the run is the Bowser level.
Yeah, and actually, I do remember how much time like modeling the thing actually took, which was just a couple days, pretty much.
What was your first level?
Did
you have experience before that?
I think my first level model was my first completed level model was actually, I think it was titled like Oriental Swamp in like one of the levels in Universal Constellation.
Oh, that hack.
Yeah.
The one that has all 4 files as different levels or something like
Yeah.
that.
and that was like my first completed level model. And then a little after that was like a corrupted crusty city or whatever the level was called.
CCC.
Is it
is it the same CCC as the other CCC? Like, well, there's a lot of CCCs, but there's like corroded chocolate city, right?
Yeah, corrupted crusty cast, corrupted crusty cast. And like initially, some of the texturing was definitely different than what it ended up being on on updates. Because like initially I wanted to have like a lot of the textures be pretty similar to one another, so it's like very like grainy, looked glitched out, and the intention was to have like a level that looked like realistically looked like it had a that essentially would be what it would realistically look like if a level has been like corrupted, as if put through a corruptor or something.
A corruptor. Yeah, I would like a device like that. A corruptor.
And oh, also,
we're gonna add something?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, that's about the history of the hack. SM4 happened sometime after that, which is the same thing, extra models. You know, that's a story for another time, for another marathon. The previous 2 marathons, I guess. That's, I think, where I ran SM4. But yeah, now we have this hack, which is 120 stars. Bit longer than Serene Fusion. For some good reasons, but some bad reasons, to be honest. So we'll cover that as we go. But now we're about the part where the run is pretty decent. I'd say this is my favorite part of the run, course 2. Earlier, they went to wing cap because you need wing cap to progress in this game. Like, just naturally, not even 100%, you'll need the wing cap. It was in this stage, and before that there was course 1, which happened. Not much to say about course 1. Now course 2, it's a very good stage, which is, I believe, it was something like, speaking of leftover models, this one I believe was leftover from a hack called or a supposed hack called Lenti Levels, like Lenti Levels remake. Not up to my SM64 on hack history, but yeah, it's from that from that project.
Yeah. Actually, I've been slowly working on a Lenti Levels remake myself.
This time, for real, right?
And not like the CBA project that Arthur just made, like course 1, a bit of course 2, and CBA'd after.
And then we're just done. Yeah, we'll see.
I think after SRM I might actually want to commit to actually working on it though. Because like it's basically been sitting in like CBA function for like nearly a year now.
Well, unless you say you will commit to that, then it will also still be in CBA hell. You know what I mean? You gotta say you're going to commit. You can't say I might commit to it, because you're not really committing to it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, by the way, shell skip here on Ludwig's side. And how precise is that lava bounce? Is it like Kaizo levels precise? Or
I mean, I died there and failed it again. So it's not the easiest, but normally not the hardest. I'm scared.
Yeah, it seems like something you have to like cook up the right speed and like the right momentum to make it. But I guess it's the start of the run, so maybe if you fail it, you just reset in runs, right?
Yeah.
That's like a nice part of dumb stuff in early levels.
I like, after the changes, C1 and C2 are so hard to get clean and runs. I mean, I did it a few times very clean, with like my best C2 exit being like 11:55 or something like that. Which was insane. But yeah, it's so hard to get it clean C1, C2.
Oh, these you climb up here. Don't worry, it's more runners than Serene Fusion, which is allegedly a better game. Allegedly. Yeah, it would seem like it's faster because there's two of them. So
Yeah, I do remember being part of the blind race for that for Serene Fusion. That was actually so. Thanks to Egg Lab and team for making that though. Oh yeah. Refresh Resi. Oh yeah. Phoenix. Oh yeah. Egg Lab says Phoenix. Oh yeah. I could probably say Phoenix to stop using the Discord screen share because of my cut.
is it lagging? Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be good to just watch it on the mainstream.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright.
After he does his wing cap reds. This is wing cap, by the way, on Phoenix's side. It's kind of just a level. Oh, that's a rough fall.
Which fall? What did you fall?
Yeah, like there's barely any space around the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You're just like that.
Funny enough.
Oh. Okay. Thank you, Egglab then.
Yeah, this one is so bad already. Compared to PP. But well, your up went good, so the other one can go bad, right?
Yeah, you're
I
doing
had
like
one good run.
2-hour runs back to back.
I don't want that random run to be bad, to be honest.
Well, it's rando. You never really know, you know?
Yeah, but...
Just save it all for rando luck.
Nah, but I want to destroy this rando race. I mean, that's my category. 120 star randomized. It's like my main category.
And it's unironically 6 FPS, so it's such a tiny condensed level that has just so many objects that it just runs at absolute nothing speed when you're using the wrong settings.
Oh yeah, Ludwig is in Cabin's level. I actually rather liked this level.
Yeah, you like it when it's run at full frame rate, right? Yeah, that's the deal with small indoor levels. Well, not necessarily indoor, but you know, like enclosed. Yeah, that just happens.
It almost feels like a as reactive as like a SMW level.
Yeah, it's like a 2D game, essentially. Yeah, there's actually supposed to be a cannon in this course. Very small thing. You pause exit, right? Yeah.
Hey guys, that's why we use decomp.
It's definitely slower than climbing back up.
Oh yeah,
for sure. But between like just taking the death and then taking the pipe.
oh yeah, I remember like I think for Bowser 3 1.0 had like the original like version because I think Nobi, who was one of the leads at the time, because I believe Toaster took a break, took a mental break away from the project. Nobi ended up like giving the okay for that level because he personally really liked how it looked.
Nobi himself just liked it, and then did no one else in the team had a say on like what the textures should be, and he was just like, looks fine.
I think that was partially what happened.
Yeah, and then Toaster came back from his break and then realized something had to be done. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think it was when Andrew SM64 was playing it, and that level gave him an actual gave Andrew an actual migraine looking at it.
Yeah, it knew that.
and Toaster was like, "Who approved this?" And Nobi's like, "I did, lol."
No, yeah, shoutouts to Toaster Ketchup, by the way, who made like huge improvements between the first 1.0 version of this and like later versions, which the runners are now playing on. Because if they were doing 120 star in the old version, oh boy, let me tell you, you probably shouldn't.
Which I'm not gonna lie. Like whenever I was doing when I was making the level, I forgot to make a Bowser fight death warp location. So if you died to Bowser, yeah. I forgot to do that legitimately.
Well, yeah, that's an SM74 throwback if I've ever seen one. Fitting for the project, I suppose. But we were supposed to make improvements to SM74, not straight up copy them. And that definitely was not an improvement.
I was like, and how I found out was Andrew fell off accidentally in the fight. And he found out for himself that I forgot to set the warp. I was just like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Well, in the fight, very few people should ever die to that fight, but you know.
Yeah. I think he just like fell off on accident because I think he was like reading chat or something.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's going to be fixed. Hopefully it's fixed.
It was I think it was like fixed very soon after because it was caught by Toaster and he's like, oh no.
Yeah, but I don't think it's been tested at any point by anyone. Well, maybe it has. Did you actually test if it worked?
Oh yeah, C5.
You guys doing the B?
Terrible.
It's a rough stage, yeah.
Yeah, all of my top beginnings all died on C5.
Wow, this course actually looks a fair bit different from when I first tested it.
This is the major improvement between the pre-toaster era and the post-toaster era of Phenomena.
No.
Yeah, I remember that one. Just one version where you always had the shell, so just about every star is just you get the shell and then you just ride the shell to where you need to go. Voila.
Although one cute detail remember is that like Nobby made the HUD element in the game, like the coin and star icons and whatnot.
Yeah, since those were there since like the first version, I believe. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing
yeah, I
maybe
think
made those.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I believe, originally like Kaz's level. That it had like Vanilla Bowser as like its music, like the Vanilla Bowser stage theme.
Oh yeah, it did.
It also wasn't the best level, to put it lightly. And so Toaster had to make this completely new level model, completely new music choice, completely different stars as well. And
Nice.
I think it actually ends up being slower, but I promise you the experience is much better with this new one. Slower for a speedrunner or not. Is it like a lot of the stars here with this new level model is actually very slow. Like you see them collecting these silver stars right here. In like the 1.0 version of this level model, it's just so much faster. Like you can kind of just get them. Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's like the one main criticism is that like I don't know, maybe it's like some kind of anti-cheese mentality where Toaster just put like 4 different areas super separate from each other, so
Yeah,
a lot of them
funny,
you can't just like jump off.
Yeah, but funny enough, this is the stage with the most skips.
It is, isn't it? There's a BLJ for star 6.
Yeah, which I will do now.
Yeah, Ludwig there got a really cool skip on the box by jumping on it. It's like frame perfect, honestly. It's not... Oh, right. Yeah, okay, you said... That's gonna suck if you're trying to go for hundreds, but...
I got the BLJ. That's the best possible way to get the BLJ.
Yeah, that's really good. You just got like... You hit like a wall there, and so like it...
Yeah, I hit like 1 frame of floor, so I was able to ground pound again.
Oh, for right. Yeah, that's...
But yeah, that BLJ is brutal, normally. Because half of the time I hit the slope and just die. Oh no.
Also, yeah, I think I believe for like Bowser 3, I think it ended up being kind of longer. I think my preference for like the kind of Bowser stages I like kind of leaked through with that one.
It's a long level, right?
Yeah, a longer path, yeah.
Very, very long. Typical Kaizo stage long, I would say.
I mean, I was playing Kaizo pretty often at the time, so that kind of that tracks.
This Red's area here, by the way, just has invisible walls everywhere. Like, here where the star spawns, sometimes you can just hit an invisible wall on some things that don't look like it has, like, misalignments. And it kind of confuses me. But thankfully... Yeah. Thank God. But, like, yeah. Yeah, you just climb it and do the bully star.
Yeah, I actually got this shell jump for the 100s.
Yep.
Also, yeah. I'm getting pretty. I might end up actually heading to bed though, so I'll see y'all later.
Take care.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck, and good luck for the runners.
Taking care of the VM.
I'll be hosting for the other graveyards in the next couple days. But yeah, you're welcome. Yep. Bye-bye.
Right. Oh, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, something weird like that should be fixed by now. Yeah, it's still a rough stage overall. There's like you think about it, there's just 2 shell jumps that like both save around like 15 seconds each, and then the BLJ, which if you don't get like the optimal like floor touch so that you can just BLJ straight to the star, that loses like a minute over like, you know, compared to just BLJing and landing like right at the start of the ice section. So like there's just a minute and a half in this stage alone when really you didn't do anything, you know, quote unquote wrong. It's just you missed like a couple tricks, but there's just goes a minute and a half.
Like for example, if I look at my gold is an 8:07 or so, or 8:17, I can't actually look at that currently. But like a low 8-minute time, which don't have the God BLJ but got every other trick. It was deathless. Now I had a 1 death in star 1, and I'm still on gold pace because I got the God BLJ.
Yeah, that's the type of stage this is. You really aren't gonna get the perfect, like the super duper optimal stage in a run ever. In fact, you're just most likely gonna lose a minute over to something like this BLJ that shoots you out of bounds.
I mean, this is nearly perfect. Without the 1 death, this would have been a perfect C5.
Yeah, I don't really remember anything else going wrong. Because again, that super nice BLJ that you got just saved the full minute over what Ludwig is doing right now. That's crazy. It's also not that easy to platform either. Look at that. It's so super tight jumps.
I think it's basically angle and frame perfect. Or like and positioning and angle perfect.
Yeah. And like you have to get like the right speed out of the BLJ as well, which really isn't in your control. That just kind of has to happen whether the game likes it or not, or depending on where the game likes it. So, yeah, rough stage. Just all along stars and just so much random time losses that can happen.
But and the thing is, the next stages, so C6, C7 are also really slow. Like this entire overworld is terrible for a speedrun. It's
very bad. Honestly, in 70, it's not that bad. I remember that. In 70, you can just choose fast stars and go proceed with your life, but you have to do all these really long stars here in Overworld 2, and it's very charming. Ooh, that's a nice one. Skips a triple jump wall kick to get up here.
Same.
Both players are, of course. The sewer, yeah, the sewer and the other
secrets.
The super dark, you know, the bonus Kaizo section. Just look at this. Ludwig just got like a 10-second star. He's gonna get 2 other 10-second stars, and then there's just 2 stars that also take like 3 minutes in this very same stage. Which is kind of funny how that works.
I tried to look at
I think I got that from Vanilla, actually. Vanilla did like one single star run of this, and I got that idea from them. The most OG of single star runners, and just S64 players as well, from the Japanese community.
But this underground, or like this sub-area is so bad.
Yeah, this sub-area visuals are bad. There's invis walls that, you know, can kill you because everything's misaligned. It's not a great experience, to put it lightly.
It's a star of a kind.
It is the star.
No, these star are the sewer secrets.
The star and the other star.
Yeah.
The star. It's two things that you can skip on the any percent intended star count category, which I guess is just any percent in this game because the final level doesn't spawn until you have 70 stars. So again, just showcasing why I really preferred the shorter category for this, because the things you don't do in 70 stars just so bad. Like, unironically, not just long or such a time loss, but they're just bad. Just kinda not good gameplay. Well, we're past the dark area, so that's good to know.
Yeah, but I still have to do 100s and the secrets. So yeah.
Oh, 100s is with the secrets now? Is that the route?
No, I'm just going quickly in here.
Yeah, even the 100s isn't even like that bad to collect here. Like, there's just many 10 coin boxes around the level. So it feels like you can really pair it with anything, but...
Yeah. For example, I think... Yeah, I, for example, always do it with the isolated house. Just to have, like, the feeling of getting somewhere. Like, it takes time to do 100s, and then doing
and
the
you just do another 3-minute long section, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Just be done with something for now, right? I
yeah, just be done and have the feeling that I'm done.
Yeah.
No, I forgot to go here.
This is a really close race.
I think it's... Maybe it's faster to do the stuff that way. Maybe it's... That you forgot to go up to the house? Yeah, that was the funniest thing. I used Ludwig's run to learn the category, and I was like, then so wait, you missed the blue coin. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, you just ignore the blue coin while doing 100s.
It's a very specific case, I guess, but I can get it. I can get behind it.
Let's do probably the second longest star after the B3 secrets.
I don't know if you're doing the music glitch, by the way, since I have the streams muted. But if you do the music glitch...
Wait, what music glitch? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you have like the music at the top, the one from like Bowser's Inside Story or something, instead of this SMB1 type beat. I don't know. I prefer the cheery and happy music over depressing sewers music. So I usually do
the music is just too fitting for the style.
Yeah. It also doesn't. It loses time, by the way. So doing it in a speedrun is just not something you're supposed to do. But you know. Yep. Right. It's not quite apparent from the speedrun, but like if you land on these like green sludge-looking things, it's not gonna instantly kill you. It's also just not quicksand itself, so like you can just slowly jump out of it, but it slowly takes your health. So
but it's still like the steeper quicksand which you have, like for example in the SSL pyramid in the vanilla game, which is terrible to get out of, especially on a sloped surface.
Yeah, the sides of these things are like slopes too, which is kind of annoying because it's like kind of inconsistent to jump out of it. Like you're just mashing A, but you can't ledge grab for whatever reason. It's again just bad. It's long and it's bad.
So far, I think the commentary is basically why you shouldn't speedrun this hack, and well, I mean, I guess it's true. But don't suffer in 120. Don't do what we are doing.
I 100% support. Yeah,
it still is. Mine was C5 and... Yeah, fair.
Experience in speedrun in this game is realizing that Kaizo Metal Cap stage is not only one of the more fun ones, but also one of the more well-designed ones in both categories, honestly. Like that stage is actually fun.
Yeah, like it's a fun one to play, but it's still for a marathon really scary.
It is scary because deaths cost 3 minutes, but at least deaths there are your fault. They're not invisible fault or some other weird shenanigans. Something like that.
So, did you know that the second overworld is terrible with the length of stars and stages? Surely I didn't say that before, right? Because C7 is as long as C6. It's even longer than C6. Like, it's also such a long stage.
You can say it every time you enter a new stage and you'll be correct. Although course 4 is short. Pi's level is kind of short.
C3 is also pretty quick.
Yeah, but that's overworld 1, so you know.
And then like the third overworld is actually very quick.
Well, it didn't used to be, funny enough. There used to be some very slow... Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when
C12 used to be bad because you didn't really just fly around the level.
Yeah, I remember running there for like an hour to get all of the stars.
It used to be very bad, but now it's actually kind of fine. It's just not course 2, but overworld 2 is still kind of meh.
Yeah, the C12 is actually the my fastest stage currently. But not by a lot, it's like the gold there's I think like 4 seconds faster than my C1 gold. Which is why that my I think yesterday I did runs and I actually golded my C1 to a 439. Which is actually an insane time.
it's a good looking stage. Now playing it is a bit jarring sometimes because it's, you know,
Yeah, the
quite
stage
big.
looks good. It's a nice stage, it's just a little bit long.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really just like use the fly guy, I think. There's cool. Yeah, I remember I timed that, but it didn't feel faster on my end, but
It was
then, yeah,
slower
fair.
for me. I retimed it, I think it was like 2 or 3 seconds slower for me.
Yeah, because shell riding is one of the fastest types of movement in the game. It's like faster than just long jumping around.
Yeah, but
It's
still
surely
funny,
faster than, you know, spinning.
But still funny that in C2 it's slower to get the shell.
Yeah, because I guess that one's just a loop that you can like skip a bunch of times, or you know, use like lava bounces to maneuver around. So I would expect it there. But here it's just, you know, you're twirling for like 15 seconds, which isn't too fast. So still just like, you know, it's good to consider if you want like the safety. Yeah, he's long stars still upcoming, especially with the hundreds and like the star at the top. Which thankfully though, like you might have noticed how like this level is structured. Like it's just a tower that you continuously climb up and get stars. It's just like, I think it's actually just like Core 7 from SM74. It's an actual remake. But this one does have like a shortcut warps. Like if you get star 1, it from like a certain level of the thing, I think it's like the first level you get star 1, then it will just instantly open the warp to the first level. So you don't have to continuously climb the same thing over and over again, which is good quality of life. But still, you still have to do some climbing, which takes a bit of time.
I love the sparkle.
Oh, was that not actually intentional that C7 is C7 in SF74 as well? I thought that was intentional. Part of me thinks that wasn't actually intentional by Nobby, who first compiled all the levels for this game. So, secrets here that Phoenix did earlier. Oh, that's that's like an angle problem with. Are you on a GameCube controller or a notched controller? DualShock, yeah. So that happens when your controller doesn't have notches on its joystick. You just randomly get slightly off angle directions, and instead of like going straight left, you kind of ended up doing that. So, moral of the story: play on notch controllers, even though they basically don't exist in this day and age. Besides like the GameCube controller or the OEM. God forbid anyone play on that one. I did too, yeah.
No.
I'm still gonna play on PlayStation layout controllers.
Oh my god, I hate the star. Oh, well,
Yeah.
let's do it again.
A lot
Wow,
of
I never
precise
missed
jumps
that
still
long
in
jump.
this level, even though, like, especially in the Secret Star too, it's quite a lot of easy ways to just die. It's the real Kaizo. It's the real Kaizo overworld. It's, if I'm gonna be honest, it's actually more Kaizo than overworld.
Oh, dying with 50 coins, man.
I keep dying.
I
That's a
do
good
care
way to,
because I want to do like the later stages. They are so much more fun to do, especially with like new tricks that we found, like small optimizations. I'm really excited to do like a trick in C10.
You can actually skip the switch here that Phoenix is doing. You can skip these boxes with precise jumps.
But I don't want to. I don't want to fall
It
down.
doesn't
I'm
really
gonna
save
die.
that much time. And then we proceeded not to do it ever again. Lesson learned.
I'm
Yeah,
actually still a con.
Yeah. I'm just messing around. It's not that hard, but it's like annoying to fail because it saves 2 seconds, but you lose 20 on failing it. And it's one of those times where it's one of those things where unless you have like fixed angles, like an angle macro, like some people do, then it's a bit inconsistent. Right.
Holy.
Yeah, it's not exactly a barrel shape somehow. Like you'd think it'd be modeled like a barrel, but it really isn't. You just kind of ledge grab it or not ledge grab it. It's up to the quarter frames to decide. Last star in this course for Phoenix here, which again, thankfully, you can just warp up to the top instead of climb like you did for the hundreds. Still more climbing to do, but at the end of the climb...
Why shouldn't there be more climbing?
Yeah, why not? Why do we have it easy, you know? It's 2025, everyone's a god gamer. We should just be doing as much platforming as we can.
Okay.
Especially on these weird crystals.
Yeah, their hitboxes are something.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you're on a slope and it gives you like the slope jump, the slope single jump that you can't kick out of, which is bad. Any gigglers in chat?
Guess I'm gonna wait that cycle.
Yeah, especially since... Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot one aspect of making the star faster or slower is the RNG of that, which, you know...
She's finally out of
RNG. It's not in your control.
So about 74 references. Let's go in C4, which surely also has no reference whatsoever.
Now this course is actually fast. For an Overworld 2 course, this one's actually ridiculously fast because... So a lot of these stars actually gets cheesed with arch wall kicks up these aligned pillars, but they're kind of tight. And like the collision isn't that great, so sometimes you're trying to arch and you just don't. Because the quarter frames don't let you. And sometimes you get like quarter frame bumped. Again, it's the usual things, but they're all faster in the end. Just so much faster. Like you can just jump down to the start if you want. Like that one for that hidden star, and you're gonna do that same arching thing or like arch wall kick setup for another star, and then you're gonna do a different arch wall kick setup for another star,
But
And
the third one is easier.
yeah, the other one is much easier. But like, that's like the kind of the theme of the stage. You're just kind of like wall kicking up these things. Like these one, I think you have to count like the wall kicks pretty like consistently. Otherwise, it's just hard to get the arch up there. Ludwig done with the very long course 7, as we've been saying. This is this is very much a 74 reference. Like that star is just a 74 reference, but much easier. And yeah, speaking of fast stars, oh whoops. Well, it's still gonna be fast. You might be like facing away from the slope when you like land on there. But you know, it's barely a time. Is it... That's I think what you have to do the triple jump start, right? If you want to like get sub 10.
Camera.
Oh wait, can you make this? Yeah, you're still good. It's yeah, you sometimes can like bonk one too many times. If you fall off, you probably are losing the race unless you have like a really good arch wall kick back up. But you know, yeah, as long as you don't fall, you're probably yeah. Yeah.
Damn, this... Thank god this is not even an arc anymore. This way is
Oh, I think I used to
much
do an arch
slower,
for this.
but...
Yeah, since like the
going
gap
that
is
way
bigger, I think for this one it's like slower than taking like the arch.
Yeah,
like,
but
over the
it's
side
much
of
safer
that one.
because I don't have to do an arch at all.
Yeah. Some time loss, but it's definitely worth it because you won't just randomly get quarter framed, and you have to like wall kick up again.
With 60 stars, I glad.
Yeah, Kaizo overroll. Like, did you do course 3 before Kaizo overroll?
Yeah.
Right? You do course
Because
3 and then overrolled reds.
No, overall reds into cost 3. Actually.
Yeah, first overrolled reds. See, I remember stuff from this game. I haven't played it since my marathon, but you know, I'll remember as I go. For this, I think it might be like a 148 actually. Like after some, yeah, like some improvement of splits. I don't have it now because I'm on a new PC, but if I did, I'd check. It's very far off from my PB, that's for sure. Just because, again, like there's just so many weird time losses in this category, like
yeah.
course 6, course 5, and everything. Just, yeah. And not to mention actual Kaizo overworld, which you can die in those 3 minutes. So, you know, it's one of those hacks that you're very far off from your sum of best unless you literally just grind it every single day of the week. Which I didn't. Self-admittedly. I did not grind this too much. My bad. Hundreds here actually are funny enough. I've routed them both ways. Like you can like start, or you can do the level like clockwise. You can also do it like counterclockwise, and it generally ends up being like the same time. So it is a bit long though. You have to like kill a bunch of enemies like Chekias and Piranha Plants. But since there's nothing that's like you have to climb, it's all on like the ground level. It's actually like the same time when you like go around counterclockwise or clockwise. nearly synchronized 100 coin star spawn.
Would they like a star
Yeah,
or so?
Phoenix is at like, 2 extra stars. Yeah.
Yeah, you were ahead out of C. You were ahead out of C2 and like vanish and stuff like that. I was ahead after metal after C5, and you were ahead after C6, C7, and C7. You actually. Wait, I was ahead at C7, but
No,
like you were
Phoenix
ahead
was
before,
ahead
like
in
somewhere. Pretty sure.
like right
at
after
some point.
C5, Phoenix was ahead, and it hasn't changed.
Yeah, but
since.
only because of the insane BLJ.
The BLJ, right? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I actually got the insane BLJ. I actually got the 22nd star. That's a thing. I have like a visual cue, kind of, but if I like wrong with my position, I just die. So it's really weird. It sometimes works or not. Ludwig, if you have time, check if you are muted.
Yeah, people saying you're muted, even though at the start it definitely wasn't. Like everyone was not muted at the start of the stream, but you might have accidentally muted on OBS. So I guess check that.
I don't know.
Yeah, else you won't be here.
Oh.
But then it was muted the entire time. I thought it would go over that Discord or whatever.
No. It's just Discord is just what you receive.
Well, then you hear me for the first time, I guess.
I asked for sure, but at the start of the race, it's like, can you hear all the runners? And people said yes, we can hear.
Yeah, and everyone was said yes, but it was fine.
So unless people lied to me right in front of live television, then it's just something that happened in between. Yeah. Is it fine now though, chat? Chat, is it actually fine? Are both runners' audios actually good? Can I get like a real confirmation this time? No more gaslighting. Please and thank you.
No more trolling, no more wires in chat.
Yeah, DNVic says he can hear both people, which is again what I heard from the very start of the race. So I am just gonna have to assume that is not gaslighting information.
So glad we're not getting wires in chat now.
Or maybe that means they're trolling. Yeah, you still are muted. I'm not. You. Okay, if that's the case, then you should be hearing 3 people. You should be hearing me, the commentator. You should be hearing Ludwig and Phoenix as the players of the race. So if you are not hearing 3 people, let me make that clear. If you're not hearing 3 people, then something is wrong.
And if you hear more than 3 people, then you have also a problem.
Then you should go see the dog.
Yeah, if you're hearing 4 people, you might want to consult an exorcist or something, because that's definitely not the case on this stream. It might be the inner voices in your head. But if there's 3 people, then we're good.
So the Kaiser overworld has undergone some changes too, and I think both of us do them a little differently still. So we kind of broke them up into multiple sections now, in between the Kaiser Metal Cap and the C13. Because it cuts a death that you don't have to take. So we think it's faster.
I'm too bad to...
Mario does not count as a person. Okay, if you count Mario as a person, then you should hear 5 people. But Mario is not a person. I have made that distinction, and you simply have to live with it.
Do you really want to miss the best part of the run?
This is actually the well. Okay, course 13 isn't it?
Guys, overworld.
Metal Cap is great. I'll say
C13
that.
is actually fun.
Oh.
C13 doesn't look good, but it actually is fun to play because you can cheese it.
You can. If you see like my 100 coin rod,
I just realized I
That's
forgot
a
to
wild
go.
one.
I just forgot to go to C3, so I have to do it
Oh,
later.
I thought that was just a routing decision you made.
No, I just forgot about it. I'm sorry
That's why,
to some bro who made the stage, but I did not forget it because the stage is bad. It's because my memory is terrible.
Yeah, I thought it was just like something you decided to do, that you'll do course 3 later.
I was kinda confused why you are talking about, yeah, we're doing like some overworld stuff between Metal Cap and so wait, why is he talking about it right now?
Well, anyways, here's early Kaizo
Shouldn't-
Overworld from
Yeah, so I
Ludwig.
guess my splits are a complete clusterfuck now, and who cares?
I think that loses time as well, because you're gonna have to do an extra climb to the top
Yeah.
of Overworld 1. But you know, it's fine. The
I
run is
think-
semi-intact.
Yeah, like, I think, especially because Ludwig and I we both did the New Earth race, we knew that one of these two runs will be absolute garbage and a shit show. So it's kind of good that the Phenomena run is like the kind of shit show currently which is going on. Because I'm playing poorly, and while looking at like my talent that I'm basically tied with Ludwig, I guess his run is also not that good.
I was
the
ahead
timer's
of
gonna be messed up.
I was ahead of my PB before I did this. What routing mistake? But yeah, right now I'm dying in ISO Metal Cap, so I will not be ahead. Definitely.
Is Kaizo. This Kaizo stage, by the way, this Metal Cap stage. Well, you saw the Metal Cap switch earlier in Overworld 2. You might have like missed it, but it was like a very short segment where you just enter like a pipe and then you just hit a switch, and then that's the Metal Cap. Ooh. It
My
originally
first
used to be in this stage, but I think something bad happened when, like, I don't know what the restriction was, that like some weird things happened when you put the... Oh, right. I think the decision was that like, Toaster didn't want like the Metal Cap switch inside Kaizo, so like you had to do Kaizo for some stars, or at least you had to visit Kaizo Overworld for some stars. So Toaster put it in like Overworld 2, even though it's like the same level, it's just different areas.
Holy, big raid. Hey, yo.
Big raid from Patty. Let's
Hello,
go. It's
Raiders.
the used pizza emote. It's the used pizza. Oh, it's a Patty emote. That was like the used. It's like the same. But anyways, welcome Raiders from Patty's stream. All 529 of you. Hope you guys enjoying this wonderful race. That it looks a bit weird because the route kind of diverged, but you know, we'll live with it. it's fine. We'll find out who's
Yeah, I'm not
ahead
gonna make
after, or once we enter Overworld 3. So
We actually won't, because I'm doing another Overworld 3 route than Ludwig. I do these stages in Overworld 3 in a different order.
Yeah.
well,
I
whoever enters Overworld 3 first, I guess, is gonna be in the.
Yeah, I guess.
That's our data point. Anyways, Phoenix here, actually entering Kaizo Overworld on the right time. Not sure if I mentioned, but yeah, this is like the remake. This stage is, I'm not even sure if it's a remake or the exact same level model of an Overworld in Lost Universe 2 by Bubby. And it's a decent stage. It used to be as something that's like modeled from an Overworld, or supposed to be an Overworld. It works really well as a stage. I guess that's just kind of like how Kaizo works. If there's hard jumps, there's hard jumps. Secrets here, though, are a bit tough. Like it's a lot of jumps, a bit of a long star, and so you can just lose like a minute or two just from like dying in like Secret 4.
Yeah, that's
so.
what we do, and then not in the intended order.
Well, I don't really know what the intended order is. It's kind of
Pretty
hard
sure
to tell.
the intended order is to start with the How do you call this mechanic game? I don't know. Where you have to like... Damn that. What we have to backflip and then wall kick and at the same wall.
Wow, that what
That's
the
I think
bonk?
we just call it a backflip wall kick.
What the hell was that bonk?
The bonk of all time.
Let's do this instead.
Now, since it's lava though, there's like a bunch of ways you can like back up falling on like these sections. Like the secrets one, not really because it's all quicksand, but in the top section, since it's lava, if you fall down, especially if you have the metal cap, then you can like back up to some other star. Only, you know, you can only get so many backups though, so you still have to be wary that you actually get them.
It's
eventually.
like the most problem is getting the long jump here to work. On this very tiny section.
Do what the Kaizo players do and like do a crouch so that you can.
Yeah, that doesn't really
consistently-
help me in most cases.
Like that. Or pause buffer the forward press on the run.
I cannot pause buffer on this controller.
Oof, yeah. Kaizo's gonna be rough if you can't pause buffer. As a very avid abuser of pause buffer myself. All you guys are doing the same star at least.
Yeah, but I'm doing it the third time.
And you have a stage. We have stage ahead.
Yeah, a full stage ahead.
But we'll do. Yeah, some. Oh fuck. Some stuff here ahead.
Yeah, you're half of the.
Yeah, but not
That's
the
it.
red coins.
I'm doing at the easy part in secrets. I got the hard part and then always land the easy ones right now. That's so sad.
Nice triple jump dive there from Ludwig. That's very precise. It earns its name as a Kaizo triple jump there. And from here on out, it should be straightforward with this backflip wall kick. Just as long as it's set up right. Getting the secret without getting the coin, that's even nicer.
Yeah, I don't care about this coin. This coin can rot.
Yeah, thankfully the secret box is actually a bit higher than the coin, so you don't need to get the coin.
Okay, I got the secrets at least.
Alright, we're good.
No, please.
You didn't fall off after the chain lava bounces like I did one time where I just walked off.
Dude. How can I miss easy inputs?
That's
Yeah,
a
I
very
think-
hard start out of the way.
I think you had a very clean, like deathless Kaizo metal cap in your PB.
I think I had a fast death in my PB, if I remember correctly.
You did?
I think the only time I've ever done metal cap deathless was my marathon run, which is weird. Oh, whoops. Guess I'll do there.
Yeah, what I'm
Yeah.
trying to do there is we try with the cheese strat. Problem for me is I can't really handle these tilting the camera during these wall kicks. I always tend to miss my normal wall kicks then. Jesus Christ. And that's just my controller again, I guess. Doing
What do you
weird
put your
stuff.
camera buttons on? Do you have like your camera on the right stick or the D-pad?
This.
I have the slide adjustments on the
D-pad?
right stick, and the
Oh, yes, okay, it's the same.
45-degree angle stuff on the.
Yeah, the C buttons, right? Your C buttons are on, like
Yeah.
C left and C right are on D-pad. That's the same as mine. Alright, this is the skip. So you're supposed to like wall kick around this weird structure here that requires like arching with a slight angle because you have to enter this with a slight angle.
Yeah,
And
and
since there's a cheese wall here,
in SSRM when I
You
did
did
this,
that.
everybody in chat was scolding me for cheating.
well, you used the cheese
Good.
you used the anti-cheese to cheese, so Bubby can hold that L for that one. Because yeah, that wall there is supposed to like prevent you from jumping from the top of that tower into like another star. But since Bubby made it such that you can wall kick it, then you can just wall kick up with a QSLG setup. Here we have reds, and it's the other hard star in this level.
Come on, secrets. Surely at some point I get them right. Surely at some point I will not die in the easy part of the star.
The world.
Like so far in secrets, like my, I don't know, 6th or 7th attempt now. Okay. And I now once to a hard jump, and else I just died to stupid mistakes.
Yeah, welcome to a Kaizo player's life. That's actually how Kaizo players roll, is that like they can just do any hard jump super well, but then 90% of our attempts just die to like missing wall kicks, which makes no sense, but that's how we do it. I guess when there's like 90 easy jumps in a Thar and there's like 10 hard jumps, then statistically speaking, you're gonna die to an easy jump just because there's more of them. But it still feels just as stupid, I'll tell you that. Not that they play too much Kaizo, but the few times I've actually like grinded a Kaizo star, that's how it felt.
What?
Just
I
dying
jumped
to
game.
Slopes, man. They will be eating jumps a lot.
I don't understand this bonk. Like this bonk never happened before, and now it's wise in one run.
And now you see why we put our estimate to 240.
This stage can take a while. It is Kaizo still, so...
I'm so confused what just happened.
Oh, I thought you could like back it up if you go to like the middle cap, but it's fine. I think death is just as fast because you start here anyways.
I have no idea what just happened there with the camera. Camera just did a 180 for no reason.
SM64 camera moment. Describing my TD
Yeah, that was
grinds.
close.
Yeah, get in line, Bigfoot. That's everyone's Kaizo grind experience. That's... You're not unique in that one. Everyone dies to stupidly easy things, despite the star having like 7 firsties and 50 frame perfect QSLGs. I promise you, you will still die to just missing a wall kick. That's how we go.
Please.
I mean, Phoenix
Kaizo
has played
players.
some Kaizo before. I didn't really do it yet.
What Kaizos did you play, Phoenix?
Wait, I want to get these secrets first.
Okay, yeah, no problem. It doesn't matter.
And I didn't really play like high kick Kaizo, I just did like Kaizo-like stuff.
I see.
Like the hardest thing
Okay.
I've done, was with like the new, with like parallel cam C14 Reds and EE.
And you did Snowstorm Avalanche.
I never finished that one now.
But you got some stars.
Oh my god!
Don't walk off the thing. You good? You got the
Finally,
secrets.
that's my second star in the medal cap after 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, here's the hot take. Secrets is harder than Reds.
It is 100%, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold that opinion back. Secrets here is harder than Reds.
For me, it's kind of equal.
I can get behind that, yeah.
Probably secrets with
Wait.
like C5, with the C5 BLJ are like the 2 hardest stars in the run.
The CPI BLJ is just weird, just because it doesn't really... It's not not
Yeah, the
consistent.
BLJ is just RNG. That's why it's hard, because it's RNG.
It's hard, but it's not like your skill, dependent on your skill. So it's kind of like hard to say that like, oh, you need to like practice this. It's a hard start, so you need to practice it. No, you just kind of get lucky. You can save 1 minute if you're just lucky, which is a great category, I guess. Lemao.
Alright, I got the red coin star.
Well, that's about like the hard stuff for the Kaizo here on Ludwig's end. Just some stars.
Yeah, I think I got
Are you
everything.
still
I'm not
missing?
exactly sure, but I think I should have everything after I get the easiest. It's just an easy lava tunnel here.
Reference to the usual lava tunnels you see in like Treasure World, but this one isn't as thin. This one has a lot of leeway,
Yeah,
thankfully. So it's actually a very free star in what is supposedly
yeah, you can also use it as a backup if you fall at the star. The
it's
cheese
the number
star.
one backup.
would do. So I hope I have everything, otherwise I have to come back later.
Yeah, it would be a very
Usually I look at my
long,
splits,
winding
but my
road.
splits are pretty fucked right now. After I messed up that routing.
Really, man? Come on.
It's also hard to like know how much stars you're supposed to have here because like there's like a bunch of overworld stars that you can or can
Shoutouts to Pies,
to not
Pies
get.
by the way.
Pies, even though I don't think he had any influence in making this level.
It doesn't matter,
like, these
Pies
levels.
are awesome.
He made course 4, but
Oh, damn it.
that's about it. He's just here. Oops.
So now do the red
Anyways, here don't matter.
coins.
You can kind of just you just respawn in right at the center, or right where you usually do anyways, so it doesn't lose that much time.
Now I do this star and the red finish up the red coins.
Precise ledge grab there on the tree. It's a very small platform there on top, so you might sometimes not ledge grab that, but it's not too much of a time loss if you don't. Just do it again.
Now I'm entering C13.
I love percentage grabs.
And I'm thankful that I have the streams muted because this C13 music is
No, it's fixed.
typically. Is it fixed now? Is it actually just not gonna break your eardrums now? Thank God.
No, this is the one that
Probably free.
Aglab fixed, but they didn't fix the Bowser 3. This is the loudest
Oh, right.
shit.
That's the one they kept in.
Yeah,
Right.
that is the one that you spend more time in, of course.
Yeah, this one it doesn't even matter too much because you get the wing cap a lot, so
Now
that's really
the wing
music
cap
you're
is
hearing.
only at star 6 now.
It's star 6, but you also get it for the hundreds now, right? I think I remember.
Yeah,
Ah!
I do it at least this way.
Man, holy.
Oh, whoops. I see, I told you, man. You just die to missing wall kicks sometimes. It's the weirdest thing.
That's the second time in a row to the same wall kick.
It's a hard wall kick, turns out.
Also, the theme of the stage is so confusing because this stage is called Zone of Happiness, and you see like impaled Goombas everywhere. I know what thematically Lily was thinking about this when she made that stage. Oh, wait.
I think it's
Okay.
supposed to be like ironic.
Just rest in the tunnel.
That's a word. That's a word for it. It's irony. Like, it's happiness, but everything is dead. Well, let's see how Reds goes.
Oh, well, with how the medal cap went so far, it will take me like 15 minutes.
That means you're gonna
Actually,
get
I'm
first
14
try
minutes
now.
I'm actually 40 minutes into the medal cap already.
40. Well,
And that just happens
we have
sometimes.
the estimate,
You
right?
still face to the
But-
platform sometimes.
yeah, these speed boosters are so weird. They're not that well tested, I would say. Like, sometimes you just have too much speed.
Luckily, they replaced. What? Okay, interesting.
Every death here just is you waiting for Mario to fall to the bottom
Yeah,
for
it's
10 seconds. Kind of
so
annoying.
rough.
Like, if you just instantly, like, if you could like pause exit out of it
Just hard to
instead, would have been nice. But
What is this madness? Am I actually phasing through the platform here?
I have to believe you are. It doesn't really
Okay, I'm
seem
gonna
like
just do a C
you're
up
off the
check.
line. Yeah, do it like with front cam instead, so that you know that you actually faced through it instead of like the side.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, so that's why I think it just like
Yeah, I think I
either
just
the
phased through
first
it.
wall pushes you in a way that it like faces you out of the second wall.
So here we also have a little skip that Phoenix actually found. So if you do a... Yeah,
You
like
jump
this.
over this thing, right?
Oh yeah, the over the fence
You have to
jump.
do a like triple jump right on top of the booster, and it's barely enough to get you over the arch.
You can. The way I found one version of that skip is you like jump towards the side, so like
Yeah,
you're
that
not
was
like hitting.
that was my initial find. And then I looked into wait, maybe I
I-
can get enough height.
I think I should just
obviously.
hold back to reduce my
Probably, right?
speed.
But-
I don't
Are you
know
like holding
what's going
forward
on.
on those things?
From all of the stuff that went well in Battle Cap, obviously it's reds. It's only reds.
There you go. See.
I mean, at least something.
Like I said, secrets actually impossible. Reds not that bad.
Yeah, Metal Caps, like legit Metal Cap secrets are my biggest run killer by far. If a run
Mine
gets
too.
there.
Yeah.
Normally all runs die in C5 because of, well, C5.
C5 moment. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now I do the hundreds with the wing cap. First thing I go down. I think you did it with star 2 actually in your world record.
Yeah, I didn't do. I never routed wing cap with hundreds.
I did, and it's a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, it's probably faster now that I think about it. But
I never
That
timed
wasn't
it yet,
important.
to be honest.
I just found it inconvenient to like have to go down here and then go back up to the top because I don't know. I feel like something bad will happen while I'm trying to fly up here. Like I'll hit a wall.
Okay, I
or
cannot
something.
find the
So-
damn platform.
I mean, my C13 goal is a 535. 535 with like 2 deaths or so.
Because when you have the wing cap and you touch these things, you have lots of fun.
Yep.
Flying at like 2,000 kilometers per hour.
That's a concept you'll see later in course 12.
Oh yes.
So look forward to
well.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's more fun than cost 12.
And of course,
Because
It's fun
it's
in
so much more
both
speed here.
ones, to be honest. It's both fun in both stages.
Oh,
I feel a
100,
bit
it's
bad
really
for
fun here.
Eva Sonj, who made C12. That his stage
Nah.
got completely destroyed.
No.
But hey, it was
No,
his decision to put
absolutely
these
not.
things in there.
I don't feel sorry because
I don't
the
feel sorry. I
alternative is
played
very-
the original version from that. I don't feel sorry at all.
It's either that or like a lot, like 2 minutes of boring basic movement, like walking to a star. That really isn't fun to watch. This one at least speeds up the process of it. Not a bit, a lot actually. It's like the guy definitely saw how like Kaizo stages get to be this enormous hunk of like geometry, and he said, "What if I do that, but instead of Kaizo, it's casual?" And it just became 2 minutes of nothingness. So it really didn't fit that kind of style for casual, turns out.
Alright, that's C13.
I'm
Now
only
we
missing
get the last
basically only
overworld star.
missing 100. I'm only missing
So we
100
jump
here.
down here, activate the switch, arch our way back out.
So yeah, now 100s with 100s of this level are so fun.
So
Actually,
now we actually gonna exit
Go to
course
course 3.
from the overworld, because this is actually possible here. And now I have to go back and
Yeah, you have
do
to climb up
C3!
to course 3. Remember that. The forgotten
C3
stage.
is one of my favorite ones too. I have no idea how I completely forgot about that stage.
It's kind of like just in the way of like normal overworld movement. Like you just kind of pass it so much that
Shoutouts
you
to
might-
some bro.
He's a bro. He's a really good level
Because he's a
creator.
bro.
Casual guys.
And also a buh. Alright.
I'm here, bro. I need you.
I don't get the collision on these boxes sometimes. Sometimes you don't ledge grab them, and it's weird. But thankfully, none of
Probably
that
when you
now.
grab them from the very edge. The game's like confused on which ledge you should grab, and then it just decided, yeah, you know what, you're just gonna fall down instead.
Yeah, that's the working theory.
So for the chain star here, I actually came up with some visual cues for myself to know when to jump off. So you see the
So yeah,
third.
now the funniest part in this
One,
entire star.
2, 3.
How to get quickly from one way to the other. Having way too many coins.
Oh, he almost bonked the box. Kind of risky IMO. Oh yeah, that chain star, you're supposed to like jump from between chain to chain, but like there's some neat little skips you can do, like, you know, kind of like arching a jump from the chain, from like, they're like poles essentially, right?
See, 13 gold. By a lot, actually.
God, I love Sombro. Does anyone in chat not love Sombro?
Some
Speak up now so
you
you can get
don't
banned.
know.
Any Sombro haters in chat? Go on, I dare you.
This is the star I usually die on. So let's see if I can fulfill that prophecy.
The prophecy of death. It's a scalding river, as the star name says. So-
And I just played it safe this time. And died almost anyways.
What? The angle, the wall kick angle, man.
Yeah, usually I try to do 2 wall kicks there. But in the first one, I often get like stuck under the parachute or under the sun umbrella there. And there's no way to get out then, you're just you're just dead.
Dude, please. Let me drop in here.
Nice Goomba there.
There's a lot of leeway in these, in the C300 coins route. I remember that when I was routing it. Like, there's a lot of coins in the end, and there's like a lot of extra boxes that you can get like
Hey,
along
let's
the
go
way.
to
So there's a
Photo
lot of
World.
route options here.
Yay.
Oops.
But as I said before, I'm doing another route here for the stars.
Not sure if Aglab is still here, but shout out to his stage. Because it's actually one of the harder stages of the run. It's very easy to like die.
Hey, Aglab is always here, even if he's not there in person, he's always there in our hearts.
Very true, man. I 100% agree with that.
Okay, I did not get any of these coins, why?
Nice flame RNG.
So here you can actually softlock
What
the
is this?
game. If you like spawn
Okay.
100 coin star and also spawn this at the same time, I think you softlock.
That
It happened
RNG
before.
thing, dude.
The double star spawn actually doesn't help you.
Yeah, pretty sure it
Anyways,
happened
Aglab
to me.
stage. Very easy to die. it's gone through a lot of nerfs, funny enough, but it's still quite easy to just get owned with something that you saw earlier, like the friggin' the fire dropping from the skies RNG. And again, it used to be harder. Like the first area used to be like quicksand instead of lava.
Fine.
It used to be the case where like if you fall down in these holes, which like switch you in between like the level versions, like if you like fall in the hole 3 times, you die, which is I don't know why that was a thing, but okay. But now you can kind of like fall in between them indefinitely. Still pretty hard. Did a lot of like, tricky platforming.
I never did that jump before, so I'm glad that worked out somehow.
I forgot.
Usually I start from the
have
bottom.
45-degree wall kicks anymore.
No, there was New Earth.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Alright, set
I don't really know what happened in the New Earth runs, the New Earth race. I wasn't there for that. I was a bit late, but
I PB'd by over a minute.
Oh, congrats.
Somehow.
Now, what about the other people? Because we did end up being behind us schedule, as chat has pointed out. So I'm guessing some people didn't have as great of a time, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like 2.5 minutes behind PB, so I'm at like 2:12 pace right now, so it should be fine for me at least. And I'm pretty sure Phoenix in front of me. So.
I should be in front, yeah. Already in the third overworld. The reason why, like, maybe the New Earth estimate was a little bit low, but because Phenomena was after it, and Ludwig and I, we both PB'd this week in Phenomena, we just said, yeah, okay, we can actually let the run be a little bit, like, go a little bit longer, because we will very likely be underestimate here.
That seems to be the pace, yeah. There should be like 2:10 pace for both of
yeah.
you. And since the estimate is 2:40, yeah, we can save 30 minutes off the estimate, I feel.
As I said in the New Earth run, when I submitted the run, the estimate was actually fine.
I mean, speaking of AgLab, if we have the time and if the organization is gonna give their okays, we would actually have a little surprise hack that we could show, which is really short. It's like 5 minutes, and it's also a homage to AgLab again. It's a little hack that he created, and I think nobody really played for a long time.
I mean, it obviously depends, like, how we are estimate-wise.
If we are behind schedule and we can make up the schedule, this would be way more important then.
If something happens, like if you guys incur like 10 deaths in one stage, then maybe that won't be the case. But we're looking on pace.
Well, you don't know my C9 Mexita sector.
Wait, I need this chuck.
I think I never played this game, or like that stage with like only 1 death. So it's definitely possible that I have a stage like that.
Let's hope not to.
And also, ISO, do you I think you also loved the second Koopa race, right? It's like one of the best stars in the hack.
C10.
C10.
Which I have to do with the shell.
Oh yeah,
like the super steroid Koopa there. We found a way, or Phoenix found a way around that.
Yeah, I was tilted because I always died to that, so I looked into like, can I skip it? And there's indeed one way to skip it.
You like climb up the side of the mountain, right? I guess. Like,
yeah.
That's how I found that, but I feel like it's super easy to like not get the jump timing, so like you like go backwards with the shell. That's what I remember from testing it.
Okay, what?
But it seems like it's faster though.
It's definitely faster. Like my fastest Koopa race times are like 36 seconds or so. So I've actually quite a lot of leeway.
Yeah, it seems like something that should be in the run, but I suck. So I like died a lot trying that strat in practice. So I said, yeah, you know what? I won't do this strat. Screw it.
Surely this time secrets won't hate me, right? Surely I'm not getting terrible fire RNG at the end again.
That's not a good start. Thankfully, these fires like end up being coins if they disappear after some time, so you can recover some health. Still not too much you can recover.
That last platform is so scary. Okay.
You're on Ludwig's side. On the first 9, this windmill does have weird collision, just as anything else that like spins.
Yeah, just burn this mill. Burn it down to the ground.
Burn to the ground.
So this star was notorious for having tons of invisible walls, and I think some of them are still there, but it also got a little better in the newest version, so...
Yeah, the ship itself is like not like the sides of it aren't axis aligned, so you typically expect some walls there, but
usually this jump here always had this
Yeah.
wall in it, but now it's just fine for like 99% of the time.
Now there is that 1% though, so it's not all good.
No. In practice, everything went fine too. That's not just 1% there. Okay. So this is the star where you would say this is the star where the level creator ran out of ideas and just put a cannon there with like a marker where exactly you have to shoot.
Yeah, thankfully Nobby did add that, because if he didn't, it'd be a very precise cannon shot where you just don't know where to shoot. So
if you didn't add that, I would be out of here.
You would not be running this category if this thing didn't exist. But yeah, thankfully you have like a very easy way to align it, because there's a literal target marker. Like, the crosshair does in fact align it perfectly with the star, so that's good.
Alright, now I'm entering Egglab stage 2.
I'm close about like finishing C8.
And I found a little different thing for star 1 here. If you just walk here, you'll just land here on this cactus.
Bounce strat, yep.
And here, also, if you do it from the side here, you have much better success rate, because that thing throws you off pretty often. Like, eats your triple jump and stuff. It's like one of these super slopes, I guess.
Yeah, it's a super steep slope. Here on Phoenix's side, in course 8, this water that's under the star, that's actually quicksand. And no one's ever supposed to die to that except me in my last marathon run.
Oh, I died to that as well in runs.
Yeah, you don't really expect water texture being quicksand, but it is. So, especially in like a bit of a long starter, you have to like go around, get the wing cap, and then fly into that, only to die because the bottom is quicksand. That doesn't really look like quicksand. It's kind of funny, but...
This stage got changed a lot too in the last update. Usually, Egglab made this mechanic here in a way that you only have like 2 bounces.
Yeah.
Like after the first bounce, you get like Mario poops like white smoke, and after the second one, he poops black smoke, and if he falls again, then he just dies.
Yep.
But this third fall into death has been removed completely.
Apparently Egglab put that there, I learned that earlier, is that because he didn't want like players to just get infinite height. Like you just keep gaining height when you just go back and forth. So eventually what he did was, instead of like killing you after the third bounce, it just cut your height.
As we're doing not 100 coins with rats here, because there are so many coins in this section that we're not gonna see again.
Yeah, it's the greenhouse area. It's like 50 coins in there, like a blue coin switch, and then a bunch of skeeters and coin line.
Yeah.
Here's a really like open-ended routing for course 8 here.
Also, the red coins are like condensed in a very small area here, so fast to grab them on their own.
It's like a 30-ish second star, so you don't really need to like pair this with hundreds. There's like there's a bunch of coins, but you know, not enough to like get 100 coin route in, unfortunately.
All right. Oh. Okay, I did not get this at all now. Let's reset it. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
thankfully you can reset it this time instead of like dying. So
Yeah, that's a faster way to do it. Phoenix can probably explain this better than I, because I cannot get it like 90%.
Which one do you...
But here's also one new thing here. This was supposed to be quicksand, but now you can just slide off it and get the
but
sledge
you
grab.
have to, yeah, the wall kick still is, I think, like, well, you didn't wall kick there because like, it's a good slope jump, but when you wall kick, I think that's about like a 2 frame, a required second or third frame wall kick so that you grab the ledge.
Yeah.
So it's still a bit hard, but thankfully you have that option now instead of like dying to quicksand.
Also, shout out to this Goomba, which is a huge asshole. He's hiding inside of that big switch, and sometimes you just bonk into him when you ground pound on that switch.
Ah, that part.
Yeah,
The slide.
this tower timer used to be so much more precise. Like I missed like this timer
Yeah.
so much back when I was doing.
I
runs, but
remember the good
left
old
it.
days.
Like you barely made that even if you were doing speedrun strats. Oh yeah, other thing that Pi made for this game is slides. Anyone love slides? I sure as hell don't love slides after decades later, but well, slides are fine outside of that.
You didn't like the slide in
Here's-
decades later?
I didn't because there were 50 million of them, and I got sick of them very fast. And here, there's only 2 slides.
Yeah,
Even
but
though
if
they're
I-
a bit weird.
But
like,
if I
you can-
die in the second, I have to redo the first.
Yeah, it's unfortunately
it's
very
great.
easy to die in this slide, which is a minute time loss.
Hey,
Again.
I'm actually gonna go the Aglap stage. Because Aglap's in the chat.
Like if this category didn't have enough like full minute time losses, and here's another one, and all for a slide.
Oh, then we have the C10 Koopa race, which also loses like a minute if you fail if you lose.
Yep, that's another just huge time loss.
B3 completely.
Ludwig here is also entering the slides, it seems. So
I
we're going
saw
to be
that
doing the same stage for
Did you ever get that BLJ?
Oh, thank God.
the
on-
side BLJ.
Yeah, the side
it works
BLJ.
like it works like I don't know 10% of the time in practice. So
I never got it
definitely
once
not-
yet. It's just so weird. But I also never
it's
got
a
the
bit
side.
easier in BLJ than like 1 star or 0 star.
I never even got the side BLJ in Vanilla either, so I guess I'm just not familiar with the mechanic yet.
You like just check how people usually do side BLJs. It's like a slight angle, and then you like try to align yourself with like the side of the step. Which, for anyone wondering, there's a way to skip this section that Phoenix is doing with the swimming. You skip it by doing like a side BLJ from the other side on like one of the steps. But again, it's a side BLJ, so it's very precise, and it, most of the time doesn't work. So, again, it's not that slow anyways. Like the swimming start takes like what 15 seconds. So if you get like the side BLJ like second or third try, it's almost like not even gonna save you time at that point. If you're consistent at it somehow, then you can do it. By all means. Here's a Does this game have any other 2D sections besides this one and the one in course 1? Like Star 6 course 1?
No.
No, right? Yeah, these are the only 2D sections in the game. So that's the last 2D section we see from.
I love 2D sections in Hex. It's just so cool. If they're made well, which they mostly are.
Yeah, these ones where you don't usually have to use like a diagonal camera, they're fine. There are some that are like really big, and if you like want to like make sure you make a jump, you have to like use like a diagonal camera so you can like see forward. Like you can't use forward camera because it's a 2D section. Like,
Okay,
that's how 2D sections
success! I
work
didn't
somehow.
die in the slide.
Yeah, that's a big one. You did. It's very punishing to die in that last section of the slide.
Oh,
And now
yeah.
please don't get bullied here.
Yeah, you can get
Which
bullied
can
back into
happen.
the course.
There's so many
Which is
of
bad.
them, you barely get out of there. Yeah, first you go left. Oh, now you go first go
Where am I going?
right and then left.
Yeah.
See, I already forgot the route. Now you go
I remember
left.
you like clipped through a gate, I think. From I remember that part.
You clipped
Like,
through
there's
a
like
gate?
a part where you
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a part where you like those gates you saw there earlier. Like there's a way you can like clip through that. Like they usually
Okay.
press B.
I never tried that out.
You don't have to worry about it if you side BLJ. But
So I came up with a new
Yes.
strat for this star, so if I can make it. Nope. Can't even get up the crates.
good strat.
Now I start these rings from here. So I can make a long jump here, and long jump right to the star.
This is another like this specific section of the level, this gym section. I don't know why, but when I ran it, it also just gave me like 5 FPS on like the wrong
Yep,
Yeah.
me
factor.
too. So you do the hundreds with the 2D section. I tried it out. It might be faster if you do it perfectly, but I think doing this thing without having to detour for the blue coin switch is just so much faster. Just feels like it.
Personally, what
Why
I
do have
found
so much?
hard from the other route is that you have to exit the gym area
Yeah, that's
instead of
true.
like ending hundreds is here. Like that, the exit
But I
from
think
that
it's
is a
still
bit of a
worth it.
Wait, what did I miss? I missed coins somewhere. I don't like it. Oh? Why did I miss so many coins?
maybe like back inside, I guess. Maybe you can just
Probably,
get these. Yeah, you can just get these. It's
So
Probably.
not too much slower.
yeah, I need 37 coins without getting grabbed by the chuckyard, please.
So yeah, now the Koopa race, now the best part of the
That
stage.
should be good.
Yeah,
Because this skip is so fun to do.
Yeah, so normally what you're supposed to do here is that like you're supposed to grab a shell, or you're supposed to talk to the Koopa, and then you have to grab a shell too. And that's the only way you can like keep up with the super fast Koopa. Like even then, barely. Like back when I did this, like what I would do is I would break the box first, and then talk to the Koopa, and then after that I would get the shell because I don't have to like waste time breaking the box. Because
Yeah.
that time is very important.
Yeah, that was
'Cause
the
you barely
only
make this
way
first
I
move.
was ever
Yeah.
able to make it with the old strat.
But here's
now
another
we
skip.
just grab a
to
little
it.
bit of speed, jump up on the roof, and well, go up the mountain.
Now with this kind of route, you do have to like press A very much, like a
Yeah, but you
turbo
can
masher.
you see how much time I actually still have.
Yeah, so it's very lenient this way. It's kind of great. Like the only hard parts at this point is like trying to jump off, like trying to get that jump to the roof. It's a bit like the precise angle.
Yeah, but if you have like 5 or 6 spins on the tree, which is, funny enough, perfectly the size to turn around, then you don't even have the problem there.
Last star here is a bit of a gimmick. There's like supposed to be like there's like a hint on like the bottom of these mountains, or like the side of these mountains, that
Great.
says that like, hey, this bridge is invisible, but you can just cross it normally.
So I think if I had to do the
So-
race normally, I would have no chance already.
Yeah,
stepping on that spin drift.
yeah. That.
But I
being
think
that
with this
much
skip, it
behind
should still be
is-
possible if I don't break the shell, which happens very easily on these weirdly shaped trees.
Yeah, that's another hard part of this. You have to maneuver up this thing, and then like this rotation, like, make sure not to fall off trying to spin around. And you jump off the side, and here just mash A. Try not to like.
Yeah,
fall
just mash A,
backwards.
and here you can just time it again. So 40-second time still, even though I stepped on the spin drift.
Like, the Koopa just dashes super fast once you finish
Yeah.
the race.
Now, the quickest stage in the game.
So like we mentioned earlier, if you combine like the speed boosters with a wing cap, this time they're better model. Like there's a better visual for them. They're like these rings now, and you can just do this.
Funny enough, it's faster to go this way to go on top of the building. Not by a lot, but it's like 1 or 2 seconds faster.
It is faster, yeah, I timed it. I actually took the time and timed this level a little bit more.
One problem with these rings though is that the draw distance is ridiculously bad.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Like someone can tell me the technicalities of that, but like
But at
it's
least
a bit of a problem when you're flying so fast that like you don't even see them until they're like right in front of you.
I think in the old
that.
version it was a very different sprite, very much smaller. It was even harder to spot.
Yeah, it's the same things as in Course 12, like the sparkly ones.
Oh god, the spark ones. Oh god.
Whoa.
That was... Yeah, that was all intentional. I would never do that.
there's so much
Just
people not
to
scared.
shock the crowd a little bit. Are you still awake? What the fuck is this? How did I
someone-
gold this
I
for
got
over a
this-
minute? Holy shit.
Oh, nothing went wrong. Like you got the Koopa race skip, so
Alright, my favorite stage. Shoutouts to Eva Sonch. Sorry if I
Like
still pronounce that
somewhere-
wrong.
isn't it a German name?
Yeah, I think I pronounce it the German way because I'm German too, so
Well, if you're German and it's a German name, then
It
any
can't
way you
be
pronounce
wrong,
it should be
right?
Correct. Yeah,
when
you
can Germans ever be wrong, Kappa?
You can't be wrong about your own language because if you're wrong, then you're just right. That's just gonna be the way it is. But yeah, a lot of the stars here look the same. It's just you get the first wing cap and then you just flight booster your way to the star.
Yeah, so I came up with a 100 coin, a new 100 coin route for this, and I'm pretty sure there's still optimization potential still, but since the stage is so big and you have so many possibilities with the wing cap to go fast everywhere, it's kind of hard to optimize that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of possible routes.
So this
The
one is
stage
pretty
has, like,
consistent. To do it with star 3.
this stage has 3 blue
Oh
coin
god, I didn't really
switches
want that.
across the level and like 200. There's like more than 255 coins if I remember correctly. So like if you wanna find the optimal route for this, it's a lot of things to test, like a lot of different possibilities. Especially since like you can just get from any point of the level to another. This is a very funny gimmick that you were put in there. Like you're supposed to do like some kind of C up into those spin drifts, and you get like a very high speed bounce, like high speed twirl. But with how the level is now, that barely matters. It's kind of funny. It's kind of fun to be reminded that those exist, even though it's just 100% obsolete.
Okay, it's not enough coins. Take this warp here. These red coins are actually fake red coins.
There's no red coins still.
And they indicate warps, and there are like 20 of them in the stage.
It's kind of confusing sometimes, like trying to remember which warp leads to which, if you're like just doing this casually. Like you just get taken to some place that you don't know.
So now we skip this trial here to climb all the way up the stump. Get the final coin ring here together with star 3. That's how we currently do the 100 coins, but there's probably something faster. I don't know.
Yeah, I do it differently. I use other blue coin switches. I think I get all of them though. All 3 of them. Anyways, back now that's the 100 coins. Back to more just flying. This is shaping up to be a close race. Ludwig has course 8 left and the overworld star, I believe.
I have course 8 left. Yeah.
And one overworld star to
and I have to get the overworld star there that Phoenix probably already has because he does it differently.
Yeah, I'm just need to do C9.
But I don't know which
because
is
it's
faster.
C9. It's my C9. I absolutely hate the stage.
That's weird. This is a weird stage. Many invisible walls. And like many jumps that just barely work. Yeah, but rest assured that like less than, well, for Ludwig after this, but like 10 stars away from the final count. Although the last star of the run is also very long and also prone to huge time losses because it's a 3-minute star that Rev talked about in great detail earlier while they were here. It's a very long and very easy to die star that just loses you a lot of time. So we're not out of the woods yet. We're close, but
I have no idea why you can't just walk up these.
There are no reds in Bowser. It's secrets.
Yep, it's not reds, but you know, essentially the same thing.
But yeah, like B3 alone is like nearly 10 minutes. It's so wild. It's like 8 or so.
Course 8 here, much better textured and much better level layout than its predecessors. And I mean a lot. If you want an experience playing an SM64 ROM hack, try finding an earlier version of this hack and play this stage, Course 8, and you will find quite an experience for yourself. Nice wall kicks there. Those are pretty hard to like judge the depth of those, like the...
I tried some angles and for the triangle star, and it actually was a good angle that I tried.
I just used the default like.
No, man. Why dine on this star?
It's a 5-second star, so it's not a big deal, you know.
I just hate these stats.
But it is kind of funny. It's just like the one little lip there in the alcove, and it just kills you. So again, nothing.
Actually crazy with like Kaiser Overworld and all of the RNG things. How close this race still is.
Yeah, it just ended up like balancing.
Yeah, if I didn't have that fuck up with the overworld, we would pretty much be head to head.
Yeah. It would actually be a head, I think. Well, I mean, I had a 15-minute medal cap or so. I had like a 17-minute medal cap or so.
I was probably just a minute or so.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to go there.
But I guess you are farther ahead than a minute.
I mean, I'm doing 100 and then I have the cannon shot in C9 left. There should be ahead, but not by a lot.
Star counts are actually the same. So
Then I'm actually behind.
Ludwig,
Yeah,
you
but-
still have reds and hundreds, right? Or did I...
Yeah, I have reds and hundreds still.
Reds and hundreds, right? So,
And I
then
think
the-
I
But
do
C8
them
is
still
so
my
fast.
way. I actually found out just yesterday, that the way that you do it, ISO, is actually faster without the wing cap. But with the wing cap, it's just way easier.
Yeah,
It just
'cause
takes a
here's-
long time to get the wing cap, why it's slower. But getting all these red coins just a straight line. I would do
Yeah.
the other strat if I had them in my head already, but I don't want to get lost here.
Yeah, each of these reds that you get with the wing cap here, normally you'd need like some triple jump wall kick
Yeah.
or some other precise jump to get them. So I can understand getting the wing cap here. But yeah, I would just guess.
But I
it's
think you
slower
save
because,
like
yeah,
about approximately 15 seconds at least. If you do
I would
it
guess about
perfectly
that.
with that.
and it's still kind of hard to do it perfectly because there's a lot of jumps you can miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, very understandable.
Wait, I missed the red coin. What? Oh, that one on the pillar. Every single time.
Just don't get knocked into the quicksand by these fly guys, as I've had it happen to me once. These
Yep,
fly guys
that's
just
true.
flying around.
They're not spitting fire, I think. They're only knocking you
God.
off.
Okay, last time
This
before
ball here is like the rudest thing ever. But still, thankfully, it's a very lenient 100 coin round. There's a lot of extra coins you can get.
So
Yeah,
the
funny-
last star
funny how
got
this
changed a
game
lot
is
too.
still just- Which one?
Okay,
The 6th star here. Because
Ah, right, yeah, the...
in this quicksand
Terminator.
pit here, there was actually quicksand at the bottom. And also a very annoying like log that kind of blocked your camera. And you actually had to like wall kick your way in and your way out after hitting that water switch.
Yeah, those were some actual Kaiser jumps. Here it's actually reasonable. There's water, there's actual water right next to the star too. It's kind of funny because the other water, like the other water texture is quicksand. Intentional death, whoa! And then we're back to the
Yeah,
top.
it's because
and
you die like within 0.2 seconds. And now you have to cover your
Actually,
ears
kill things
because
there.
this is gonna get loud.
yeah.
Oh right, God, I forgot.
Not here
Yes, this
because
is-
I get the shell pretty quickly and then it's back to normal.
I'm actually just a shell star ahead. Currently.
Yeah. Like you pretty much entered the level at the same time, except Phoenix just has the fast star. So it's all gonna come down to whoever doesn't blow up.
I
in
think I will
sequence.
actually lower the game audio
That
now.
rollout was scary.
Yeah, I lowered the game audio to half, so you guys should be fine. Wait, what the fuck? I'm not playing in the OBS window. That's not good.
Playing on the OBS window. Oh God. Enjoy that half-second input delay.
Sometimes actually did that in my random runs. Like when I just was changing something in OBS, I actually played through the window because I need my second monitor for routing. Or like
You're
tracking.
just like, yeah.
But then doing 100s of that. Fun. Fun times.
Sitting through that. delay.
Getting caught in the
Yeah, there's
getting-
physics on
getting
those
caught
buttons.
in the edge physics loop. So here it's actually faster to not go down there. Instead, we just build up some shell speed. Just jump over here.
But the cool thing about these secrets, there's one at the bottom for each side of the tower here. And you can just jump down to the bottom for each of them, thankfully. But
But you have to climb
Yeah,
back up.
climbing back up can still introduce some issues. Like there's some precise, not necessarily like super precise, but like you can just accidentally walk into quicksand, which is not ideal because you just spent a minute and a half climbing the stage. So you really don't want to do it again because spoiler alert, you will have to do it again because this isn't like this isn't
I
just a
will
free
have to do it.
star.
I will have to do it anyways. Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, Rev forgot to make the star like a non-stop. So it just kicks you out of the level first anyways, and you have to redo the climb. Probably should have asked her, them earlier if they just forgot that was a thing. Or that was a conscious decision to make players reclimb, like it was Treasure World Dream Edition.
It's just more sweat all over my controller.
Yeah, same.
It's been 4 hours of gameplay. That will happen. All that sweat will accumulate.
And well, yeah, and for me, one PB paced run as well. Don't. That makes it even worse.
So is the audio fine for you guys, or like the game audio?
No one's complained yet, so people's
Not
ears
this
are still.
one.
I literally
Not
just,
this one.
I literally
Not
just
before the
tuned
your-
it down to half.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
think it's
actually
fine.
think it's double. Like the volume is doubled here, for whatever reason.
Yeah, imagine if Rev just imported the song twice, and that's how it's doubled. It's because there's 2 songs playing.
Yeah, that's how like the original Shining Stars 1 got that problem.
Oh, the Shining Stars 1, where it's like it plays over itself.
there were also very different audio issues on that one.
Yeah, I remember that where you were fighting like a King Bomb.
Like that was just static noise at some
Okay.
static noise at some point.
120.
All right, then I had the last section of secrets, which is still possible because that roof is quicksand, and now one more climb up the level because again we like reclimb.
Let's do it again, and then obviously buzzer throws.
Thankfully,
which-
these throws aren't too hard because they're not off like a cliff.
No comment.
I missed like 2 throws in my 70-star PB, so I really shouldn't say stuff like
I
that.
think in
but-
my last PB I missed like 6 or so.
Oh god. You really should have just like taken the slow strat of like just slowly throwing him toward the bomb. Like take
Yeah,
all the throws.
I mean, to my defense, I haven't played 64 at that point for like 2 weeks. Because of Christmas and New Year. New Year's.
I haven't played 64 at all.
Can I make
have
up
a
20
run.
seconds to my PB? Because that's how much I'm behind.
Oh, my PB is already all over, so yeah.
Yeah, I
So
know,
7.
with you 205.
But yeah, with a good
I
metal
have
cap, this
to-
would have been a PB actually.
I think to make up 20 seconds here, I have to actually put some Propero in Mario's ass.
Or someone dies in the climb. Or someone misses a lot of throws. That could still happen.
Well, the good thing is I'm done with the level section of the Bowser. I just have
Yep.
throws.
Yeah. It's all up to throws at this point. Can we see it? But there's just one more climb for Ludwig, and it's still just a heavy time save from Estimate, which is good. I think we needed that. Yeah, so these throws, thankfully, again, they're all on like a huge platform, like each bomb, so you don't have to like throw Bowser off a cliff every time.
Oh
Or
my
like if you
God.
miss, it's probably not
Jeez.
something that you have to
I'm
like
too
wait for him
tired.
to jump.
Too tired to do Bowser throws.
You probably could have done a slow one there. Just-
What am I doing?
oh,
I'm entering! Guys, I'm entering!
Oh no.
Here it is. Phoenix is approximately 1 throw ahead. Okay, 2 throws ahead though.
No. No.
All up to this throw. It did not happen. And he might jump into like the corner of the thing, which is very hard.
Oh my god.
I've had
I
him like
can't
jump on
Rose.
like those little things at the edge, but yeah. Dude,
Oh shit.
is it actually gonna come down to this? Okay, we're all missing throws.
Bro.
This is
Oh my god. I never actually learned throws like.
ain't no way it came down to that. But someone
Okay.
did not do the throws.
Oh,
while
GG.
someone could slightly do the throws, and that will be time for Ludwig. He takes the race, being behind from like
I hate
half of it.
throws.
And only plus 9 seconds to my
GGs.
PB. Even though I was like behind 3 minutes after Kaiser
Wow.
overworld. Got some
Can I
golds
Not
take
have
a
here.
asked for a
Waterfalls,
better race than
man?
that.
Yeah, I
where
finally got a
someone-
sub 2, some of best.
I guess we
I
called
should
it. Someone
put
will
a
just
video.
missed 6 throws, huh?
Yeah, I said that I can't do.
I have no
throws
idea
yet.
what it is, but me and Phoenix, we just tend to make up incredible close races all the time.